Hey guys, Nessie here. Thanks for tuning in, and today we're going to do something I haven't done in a long time. Let's talk about the VIB Spring Sale, which I haven't done in a couple years of recommendations, because ultimately you can do whatever you want. It is your money. So these are just recs. It's 20% off for VIBs starting today, Friday, the 9th, to the 13th. To the 19th, excuse me. And basically VIB starts on the 13th and Insider starts on the 15th. And there is actually a promotion going on for the Sephora Collection of stuff. It's 30 additional % off, so keep that in mind as well. All right, so before we get into it, you know, show me that you like it. So hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and comment along with me. Okay, like I said, my thing about approaching the VIB sale is to get more bang for your buck, because most things are not on sale all the time. So this, particularly the stuff that's prestige. Now I know there'll be somebody in the comments like,
but also has a sale and doing this and that.
but that is true. But if you're paying attention, it is for the drugstore side. They have almost equal amounts for the prestige products, which is basically all, save like the Sephora brand of stuff that they got that. But to get into it, the thing I would recommend first that I actually don't have is like tools, brushes, hair dryers, things that are pretty expensive. Like a Dyson hair dryer is like 400 bucks, but it's usually not on sale. This will be the time to get it. Also, so there's not much, I don't have too many recommendations. That's just something, if you want it, that would be the time to get it. Going into it, I would also recommend fragrances. Fragrances are expensive, just generally. One of my favorites is the Killian Focus. And then there's a glare. Sorry about that, guys. The Killian, the Love Don't Be Shy, the Princesses, the Kissing, that's what I have. I like it a lot. A good everyday is like the Idol from Lancome. Something along those lines that I like as well. Just, yeah. And like if y'all like the Tom Fords and all that stuff is never on sale. Get it now. Or, you know, whenever. Also, skincare. Skincare is also going to be super expensive for you're paying for active ingredients. I personally like something like the Peter Thomas Roth. This is my favorite peel. It is usually like 48 bucks. Same thing with your Drunk Elephants, great moisturizers and things like that. But this would be the time to get it, because again, that never really goes on sale except for a couple of times a year, and this being one of the couple of times, even on their own personal website. So that is the way that I look at it. And also, I don't know if this will be, I would consider this to be body care, like self-tanner body makeup. The Fenty Glow, the body sauce, which is different from the lava, although they can be used together. This is like 50 bucks. This was not quite as much. I'll insert the price. I don't remember right now. But that is definitely worth you looking into, because this is like a self-tan and a glow, and it dries down matte. It's not sticky. It gives you a bit of a tan. So I'll do that. And I have Fly Mamacita for my skin shade. And I'm just rubbing it in. You would buff it in with a brush. You can put it on with your hands. As I see, good thing, because this hand is ash shade. But yeah, it just gives you a bit of a skin tan and glow. You can kind of see the glow of it. Definitely give you some color. Again, I am remiss to not put, has anybody else been having that issue since all the hand sanitizing and this, that, and the third with the panty and everything? So your hands are just like chronically dry. But at least I know you were washing them and cleaning them. But yeah, but once it dries down all the way, let me find a clean. It does not move. It does not move. Insert Gorilla Glue, girl. So yeah, when it is in fact dry all the way, again, and also to remember, this is a little bit more forgiving of a formula than this. If you put on too much of this, you are going to be sticky. So people like pumping on their shoulder the way that Rihanna did it in the promo when they first came out. So that's why they didn't like it. But I was like, that's kind of all of it. It's like y'all using too much. So, but yeah, definitely this is going to be great for, you know, hot girl summer redo. But since we didn't really have a summer last year because of, you know, again, the panic. Also, anything from like your Tatcha, the liquid canvas, 50 bucks. This is a primer. There is no other time to use it. Even when Tatcha has a sale, they usually don't go over 20% either. 25 maybe around Christmas, but for the most part, it's the best. So if you've been wanting that, this is a good time. The Silk Canvas Primer, yeah, boom. Okay, is this particular one is the liquid version, which is better for people that have kind of oily combination skin. I like it, girl. Okay, and also like Laura Mercier, who's known for her powder, which she'll come back up again in this talk, because that's gonna be one of my recommendations as well. Her body products, all expensive, like $30 for some body lotion. Same thing with your Solo de Janeiro, which I don't love, but people love it and love to give it as a gift. For like a standard size, it's $45. Of course, you can get the little one that's like 20 bucks, or the big one if they still have it, it's $75. So when I say the normal size, it's like maybe 20 ounces. If that's not true, I'll insert it. And for anything I don't actually have with me, I will insert a picture of. Yeah. So also, again, like I was saying, don't sleep on the Sephora things, which will be easier to do now because there's 30% off of Sephora Collection throughout this whole sale. So one of the things I would recommend is also to get like the gloss from them. I have it on today. My favorite gloss is the Fenty Gloss, but this is in the same vein as that, and this is half the price, and then it's going to be 30% off of that. I also like the Micro Smoothing Powder Foundation to finish my foundation. I don't have it, but basically it is a dupe. Sorry, I'm going to my vanity, y'all. It is a dupe for the Skin Finish from MAC. I'll insert it. Same formula. When I run out of backups of this, when I run out of this, I have my backup in my tower over here. So that, and also like the Kosas one, K-O-S, yeah, K-O-S-A-S, Kosas. They also have like a blurring powder that's the same. It's the same thing, and this is going to be, you know, the one from Sephora is going to be 20 bucks. Plus the additional 30% off of the sale. So look into that. And the one thing I really want to try, I'm going to insert a picture of right here. It's going to be the Best Skin Ever foundation. I watched like Andrea Renee. She's like a twin, a skin twin for me. And I just like, you know, seeing other black girls on the YouTube talking about the things. But it has really good recommendations and good reviews on it just throughout the Sephora site, and not like people are being paid to review it. So I'm excited to try that, especially, you know, there's so much talk of foundation. And I'll also link up to tools as well. Sephora brand tools, their pro brushes are like for, say if you want a powder brush, it is, which is I use it as a powder brush. It's dirty right now, you don't need to see it. But like the powder brush is like 38 bucks. But their pro brushes, that's in line with what they would normally be. So that is worth you looking at and you trying. So yeah, let me put her back down. And I'm gonna go back into, now we'll get to makeup. A lot of the makeup I will not have pictured here. It's gonna be a lot of, because this will be the things that I'm recommending or want to try. Since we already talked about the Sephora Collection. I do want to recommend a couple of foundations that would be worth getting. Or I'll just start with what I actually want to try and I don't have, and that's going to be the Fenty Skin Tint, which is $29.50, which is on the, you know, on the lower end of foundations, but it's a skin tint, so like a tinted moisturizer. I'm excited to try that. I do wonder if it is a dupe for, they don't make this anymore, so I'm just gonna show it. These are my backups. Janky, I know. So the skin tints from Makeup Forever. I love a good skin tint, and it's got, you know, sunscreen in it, and you can pair it with sunscreen. It's not a lot of coverage, even though I can't wear foundation right now because of I got my eyebrows microbladed. I'll get close, you can kind of see them flaking out, but they look pretty good. This is the second round. That was my Christmas gift. When you get older, you want services. I don't necessarily want things. We couldn't go nowhere, so one thing like I did the year before, it's like my parents took us on a trip. That was everybody's Christmas gift. I was like, cool by me, and like some house shoes, so love it. But anywho, back to like a skin tint, because I don't like a whole bunch of coverage for most of the time, because I only have some marks of discoloration. Like I got hormonal stuff going on with my chin. I'm always dark around my mouth. Anyway, that's the main place where I'm putting like heavier coverage, and you know, but anything else I just pop. But even with that, I pop on concealer here and underneath my eye and just keep on going. But you just want something to make everything kind of, you know, glued together. So that's what I'm looking forward for, the skin tint. The much talked about KVD, I have to try to say that, the KVD Apple Balm foundation. This will be the time to get it if it is in stock. It has been out of stock everywhere, and y'all just went crazy over it, but like I have no interest in it because basically it's MAC Studio Tech. I'm gonna insert a picture. If you can't find the KVD right now, it's MAC Studio Tech. MAC is also doing $10 off of their foundations. I know the kids are not up on it, but I'm a makeup artist. I've said before, I work in beauty. So I've used that. That was actually my first foundation, because I had to get makeup for like theater, and it was Studio Tech, which is cream to powder. I will say that the MAC Studio Tech is more oily girl friendly versus the KVD Apple Balm. So yeah, and it's cream, so it's going to move. And I haven't come across anything that is very transfer proof. That's that on that. But the KVD, if you can get it and you still want it after all this, and this will be a good time to get it, that is $38, which is about in line with that Dior show, which is supposed to be good. Another dupe for that is supposed to be the Face and Body, but I would actually say Dior show has more coverage than MAC Face and Body, because too, again, MAC is doing a sale on their foundation. So take that what you will. Also, Ulta is doing, and it's not on foundation, it's on random stuff. It's all like the spring haul where stuff's up to 50% off, but it's not anything from the prestige side. So we're just focused on the prestige. Also, I would be interested in trying the Fenty pressed powder foundation, which is going to give you a blur. Of course, it's not going to give you a bunch of coverage. It is powder. I have not found any that is straight up powder that gives you coverage. I would say the same thing if you don't want to try Fenty. Makeup Forever also has a great powder foundation. Like I said, I'll insert both of those, and they're in the same wheelhouse, because the one from Fenty is $33 while the one from Makeup Forever is $36, so you're in the same thing. I would also recommend the Ultra HD foundation from Makeup Forever. It's $43 straight up, but it's gonna make your skin look great. One of my favorite foundations, and if you don't know what to put on, throw that on, because you can matte it up, do it up. It's a skin-like finish, so it's neither matte, it's neither dewy, it's kind of satin, because the skin looks like satin. Like, you see how I don't have anything on, like I said. This has like a natural glow, how you have a natural sheen to your face. Just in balanced skin, that is how your skin is going to look. And it's gonna give you medium to full coverage. It's a good coverage. You can go back over, and there's different formulas. There's a matte formula. There is a stick formula, which is gonna be your cream base. It's gonna give you more coverage than the Ultra HD. But again, $40, $43. If you want a matte one that's gonna give you full coverage, although I do not find it as full as the original, but I like this one better. It is the Huda, Faux Filter Matte Luminous Matte. That's a mouthful. I wear chocolate mousse, so that's $450G in this. Yeah, love actually how this looks on. I will say that when you put it on to work in sections, because she dries down quicker than the first formula, but once it is on, bomb. Color match finish, and it is resistant to you having a mask on. Of course, everyone's like, well, it's not, everybody's so obsessed with stuff being transfer proof. I have not come across anything that is transfer proof, but we also, this is unprecedented. We didn't have anything constantly rubbing against our face. Even though, you know, people are getting vaccine and people are kind of letting up. But, hey, what else? Yeah, I also, for the price conscious and something that you're only gonna use on your face, the Rare is not bad actually. I have come around on the Rare, and it's something that I would throw on every day because it's quick, because it has that doe foot. I wear a 460 warm. So like, yeah, it's a little warmer than this, but I still like the way that this looks on. And with this one, like I said, you do have to wear, I've said it before in another video, you do have to wear a primer. You do just something, or it's gonna break up on your face. That's all it is to it. But that's what primers and skincare is for. So even if you don't, you need to prime your face with something, you definitely need to be moisturizing. And this will be the time to get moisturizers and primers. Like I had mentioned before, and primers aren't cheap. Everything's like 40 bucks. Also, I would recommend, I don't have anything to recommend as far as like fun stuff in makeup. I'm gonna put that in quotation marks. Maybe the most fun is like the body sauce, but I would also recommend to get your setting powders. The setting powder that I like is expensive. I like Laura Mercier. That's my favorite. It is basically $40. It's $39, but $40 after tax. $40, and it's more like $42 after tax. So yeah, I like that. And also Givenchy, I will insert that over here. The Prism looks great on their Prism setting powder, which is, it has like 4 chambers of the colors. It's very nice. It's based on your skin tone. Looks great. It's non-cloggogenic, so it doesn't clog. But a lot of stuff, I would say most of these things don't clog your pores, but always wash your face. So yeah, that's that. But I like Laura Mercier so much that when my powder thing broke, I was like, I am saving every bit of this, every bit I can reconcile. This is just a shaker that I found, and I had it in a Ziploc bag at first, and it was a mess. But she also has the press powder of that, so. But that the regular translucent, which I use, there are new colors. There are, you know, there's a deep one, there's the honey one. As long as it's not that one that's stark white, this is the traditional translucent, which looks kind of beige in here. But it doesn't have any color to it. It doesn't give me any flashback like that. So I have the deep dark one, but I don't need it. So I basically, as I'm considering, I have a backup of this. Another powder that I would recommend is also the Fenty powder. And it takes a long time to go through powder, so I grab this more every day than I do the Laura Mercier. It sets pretty well, and it gives me a little bit of tint, and I wear the color Hazelnut. And I will insert how much this is. I think it is, it's like 30 as well though. So, which is a lot to pay for a powder, but I don't like, I haven't found a drugstore powder that I like, although the Fit Me is the closest. Airspun is too dry, Airspun is too light. It does leave flashback, so be careful with it, especially if you have, you know, if you're brown or even you just not stark white. Yeah, and you also need to read the back of Airspun because there's they have the heavier translucent one, the one that's like extra coverage, so be careful. And it's already dry, so you don't necessarily need the extra dry one just yet. Okay, well, hopefully that was helpful. I ended up having to reshoot this because I didn't like the way it turned out the first time. I'll try to get this up to y'all pretty soon. This is still longer than I wanted to be, but we went through a bunch of stuff. Remember to check out the Sephora collection. They have great things, and it's already it's already, I would say, it's on the line, on par with drugstore with as far as prices, but it gives me the feel of some prestige things. And I'm sure somebody will be like, you talking about this, like all this is expensive. I'm like, this is expensive. Excuse me, Mrs. Richie, Mr. Y'all, they Richie rich, and y'all have all this money, but that's still a lot. Like, this is that's a lot to spend on powder. That's a lot to spend on all of this. This should be where you are getting more bang for your buck. All right. Yeah, I don't have any suggestions really for, oh, apparently Kevin Kwan is, some of the Kevin Kwan stuff is on sale on there too. Look through the sales page if you're shopping online. Look in the sales fixture if you're going in store. Yeah, so check all of that out. Thanks for tuning in. Hoping this has been helpful. I can't wait to see you guys' hauls. I'll probably won't do a haul because, like I said, I'm not getting anything exciting. I want 2 foundations. I'll probably maybe review them for you. And they're not even new. They're just going to be new to me. All right. I'm rambling. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Happy shopping, you guys. Bye.